Absolutely. Bell here, this is a huge opportunity if you're Colby Red. You're in an emergency fill, and Matt Conard had planned for weeks now to take on a Dom Guarini, and now, you know, Colby Red is a completely different competitor. Colby Red is a leaner competitor. He's a taller competitor.
It's a different move set. It's a different body type. Again, the BC Steel aspect, you're not planning for that. I don't know if Dom has a manager. I don't believe he does. So this is an entirely new scenario for Matt Conard to step into. And already working on the leg, that's not something maybe that Matt expected.
Well, Matt was really looking to take on a ground and pound competitor like Dom Guarini. Sean, you know, you're a high flyer. You can move in there. These are two tall, lean guys, you know, strong style competitors. They're going to hit. They're going to fight. You know, what's your strategy if you're facing a guy like Colby Red?
You know, going up against Colby Red, like you said earlier, you have this game plan set up, and then it all gets changed. And you got to question any game plan you have going up against somebody who willingly paints what appears to be a hole in their head and blood. You know, that's also going to get in the mind games of Matt Conard. Matt Conard, no stranger to mind games as well. Matt Conard also looks like he may have put on 20+ pounds of pure muscle. It's going to be a different Matt Conard. I just think you just gotta hit your opponent hard once and then keep the momentum going.
Yeah, you can see this jockeying back and forth between Matt Conard and Colby Red. Colby going for the chop. Conard fights right back, and that's the veteran instinct of a guy like Matt Conard. Colby Red's got all the tools, but Matt Conard is the veteran in there.
And a former two-time Rise Grand Champion, so it's not like he hasn't been in a high-stakes situations. I don't know if Colby Red has been in those kind of high-stakes situations, but Matt's ready, and he's ready for anything, which is why I'm not sure if the substitution is going to make a difference.
Yeah, there we go. This is going to turn into a fight. And Matt Conard's looking for a big fight.
Right in that trapezius muscle, I believe that is the proper term.
Absolutely.
All I know is that's where I aim when I'm in the ring, and that can really numb your whole arm, and you can lose all control of your body. And it looks like we're seeing that with Matt.
Colby's still on his feet, though. He's hanging on the ropes, but he's still on his feet.
Yeah, Conard's
dropped a lot of people with those forearms, and Colby Red's fighting right back.
Oh, yeah, Ty, I mean, you've been in the ring with Matt Conard. You've been friends with a big knee.
Wow.
Oh, that shook Colby Red.
Wow.
I heard that from here, and
that almost gave me a Joe Rogan reaction. That was unbelievable.
That's a big shot, but Colby Red trying to find his bearings.
Matt Conard catching himself. Big foot right to the face.
Here we go.
Oh, and BC Steel.
There's the BC Steel factor.
And that's all it took.
That's the BC Steel factor that you had been talking about, Ty.
It's not the mind awareness, and when you're not training for it, it's not on top of your mind.
Absolutely. I was going to say earlier, Ty, you have faced Matt Conard. You're friends with him, foes with him. You know, if you're Colby Red, what are you looking to do to take down a Matt Conard?
Well, you know, we've seen it a couple times tonight so far with working on the leg, with working on the knee. That's what I would use because I know Matt Conard brings the pump kick, and that is an equalizer.
Just stepping on the throat right there.
Yeah, that's another way to do it. Chop him down, choke him down, don't let him on his feet. He doesn't finish many foes with the pump kick, but it is the level of the playing field when he hits someone with that pump kick maneuver.
Oh yeah, Matt Conard has that really long reach with his leg that he can just hit that pump kick out of nowhere. Colby Red raking the eyes on the ring ropes, and those are ropes. Those are steel cable wrapped in some rubber padding, but it's barely padding. Both of you have had your eyes raped on those ropes. It can be very disorienting.
Yeah. Very hard to win a match when your eye is swollen shut, I'll tell you that much. You can't even see where your opponent is. Here's a cover. One.
Lackadaisical, though. Lackadaisical.
And I think Conard's got a little bit of red above that eye already, so it probably did a little more damage than we're even anticipating.
As you said, Matt Conard is a former two-time Rise Grand Champion. Matt has said that he wants to fight his way back, and this is a great test in Colby Red.
And this Matt Conard has been Rise Grand Champion. The Matt Conard that believed in honor, that believed in respect, that believed in carrying yourself with that kind of stability and, big knee.
Yeah, Colby Red finding a way to create that space and keep Matt Conard on the mat. And you got to wonder, cover here.
I don't think I've ever seen Matt Conard move that quickly. Sorry to cut you off, Marcus.
No.
Wow, we are already seeing shades of this new Matt Conard.
But what's unbelievable is the amount of muscle he's put on. He's still moving better than he's maybe ever moved in his career. And I've been in there on both sides with Matt. This is the best I've seen him move. But Colby Red just looks like he's a hair faster.
Yeah, Colby Red is one of those prime-time athletes, someone who can just get in there and go with anyone. He's trying to grind down on Matt, but that's that wily veteran instinct of Matt Conard, getting to the ropes, making the break. Matt Conard doesn't have to fight Colby Red off there. Matt just has to get to the ropes.
Sometimes desperation kicks in. You know, you wanna prove that you're the better wrestler. You fight out of a hold. But sometimes, you know, you got to just make the ropes so you can get your win.
And some people think that going to the ropes is a cowardice maneuver, but I'll tell you right now, especially in the days of MMA where so many new holds are being developed, you have to be able to survive. You have to get to those ropes, continue the match, and that was a big shot right there.
Yeah, but too close to the ropes. Matt Conard's right in those ropes.
But he's going to kick out. He might not be aware of where he is.
That's what I say. That shot was so big that Matt was right in those ropes that Matt might be locked more loopy than he thought he was, because he kicked out of that instead of going right for the ropes.
That's what I would have done. By going to the ropes on a kick out, you also exert less energy.
Absolutely.
Every time you kick out of a pin attempt, that's energy that you are expelling. That's a breath you might not get back. That might be the difference it takes. Matt Conard, I don't know if I agree with that choice not to grab the ropes, and now we're seeing his fighting back from underneath.
But they're desperation shots. I don't know how much is in him. He's putting his whole body behind him.
There's one. There's a big uppercut to the midsection by Conard. But Colby fighting back.
Colby Red, last time I saw this gentleman, he was in a tag team. You know, he's out on his own right now. I mean, granted, he also has BC Steel, so this is a whole new element for...
Well, BC Steel is called Colby Red, you know, his leading man. Oh, jeez!
It's going to take a lot more than that to keep
There's
that
the new
down.
Matt Conard. There's a headbutt.
Matt Conard digging down deep.
Unbelievable, but is a headbutt the right maneuver when you've already taken so much damage?
Up and over, Matt Conard holding on. Colby Red firing in, but Conard with that forearm telegraphed it, and Colby couldn't stop.
Look at that.
Oh,
stop it right on the hands. You love to see it.
Look out. Matt Conard's off.
A springboard from Matt.
He's all fired up. Get him, Matt.
We talked about the old Matt Conard is the new Matt Conard.
Oh, tripping him up here.
This is the veteran. This is the guy that was Rise Grand Champion. Cover! No!
Colby Red is a tough cat, I'm telling you.
I'm trying not to be biased here, I'm sorry. But
oh, no, I absolutely get it. Colby Red is showing me a lot in this match as a replacement, as a, hey, kid, here's a shot, and he is hanging toe-to-toe with the two-time Rise Grand Champion.
And that's something we haven't talked about. Colby Red did not get to prepare for this matchup either, and I'm impressed with how much he's brought to the table with no preparation at all.
Absolutely. Fired in. Colby goes for that European-style uppercut. Conard out of the way.
Conard's
Second rope.
like
Look out. No, Colby had it scouted. Up. Big German suplex. Conard's out. Colby Red with the cover. No, and a kick out at two.
He's the grand champion two-time. You can't put him down that easy.
And look at the frustration on Colby Red's face. Colby is not happy. Colby thought that Matt Conard was done there. Talk about frustration, but Colby Red has got to find a way to finish off Matt Conard right here now.
Hooking the leg is nice, but you got to be up on the shoulders. You got to have more body on shoulders to hold them down. Matt Conard's got a big upper body now. He's going to push out of those pinfalls.
When you take a German suplex like that, not only does it knock the wind out of you, but you also run the risk of, oh, nice backhand chop there. You run the risk of getting the back of your head slamming up against the mat. And that's all it takes, just getting your bell rung. You don't know where you are, but Matt Conard still lives to fight on another day.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Matt was going for a looked like a knee strike, and Colby caught him. Buckle bomb.
Talk about getting your bell rung. I don't know if he hit his head on the buckle, which is lucky, but still.
Look out.
There's the pump kick.
Pump kick.
There's
That's
the pump
it.
kick.
Cover him, cover him,
Cover him. If Matt makes the cover here, it is all over with Matt Conard.
He knows Colby Red's a tough competitor. He's going to finish it off right here.
What does Matt Conard have planned right now?
Oh, here we go.
Put him to sleep.
Drop dead
It's
DDT.
Over. 1, 2, 3.
That is it.
What a match.
Matt Conard and Colby Red.
Welcome back, Matt.